Welcome back to the ICF Mountain house build. In the last video, we had all of our drywall hung and prepared. And today we're going to start taping and mudding. That's going to be probably a week, I think, because they're going to probably do 3 coats of mud. So we've got like 8 5-gallon buckets of mud to start with. They're about to show up here in the next few minutes, and I'm expecting there to be quite a flurry of activity over the next 3 or 4 days as they finish this sheetrock. And we will be ready to prime and paint. Hopefully, it's going to look really good. So far, I'm really impressed with what they've done. It makes the house look completely different and really cool now that we know what the walls look like. It kind of looks like the picture that I drew when I designed the house. So that's pretty exciting. It's been a heck of a project. Like, this is probably one of the most difficult things I've ever undertaken, but it's also the most satisfying. It's just day after day, man, we're grinding at it. And typically drywall represents about the 60% mark as far as completion. But that's about right, I think, for us. We've got a lot of details left to do, but all the bones are done at least. So I'd like to thank Ariat for sponsoring today's episode. We appreciate their support and their clothes. Let's get to work. That's how we do it.
All right, so our guys just finished the third coat here on the drywall. They're going to come back tomorrow and go ahead and sand this all down. So far, we are very pleased with the quality of their work. We went through and did an inspection. There are a couple small minor things that need to be fixed before they go ahead and start doing the sanding, but so far, we're really pleased. Now, after that, we're going to go through and we're going to prime all the walls, and then my favorite part, which is going to be adding some old world texture to these walls. We're going to kind of create sort of a plaster look, and I think it's going to look really good with this style of house.
Okay, it's Sunday. Tomorrow you guys will be back to start the third coat of mud, and I have an issue that Jamie needs to help me address. Jamie and I have been talking about this closet, which I originally designed to be a pocket door. So this would be sort of the pocket part, and the door would slide. You know, here would be your door, slide into the wall and out. She's convinced that because of the pocket part, there's not going to be access in here. The reason I designed it this way was I didn't think we'd have enough room to outswing some doors because you'd be hitting a bed. For a queen size bed, then you're hitting the bed with the door, so I made the pocket door. Now that I've gotten to look at it, if I can build this, shorten this up, be about the same size as the laundry closet, which has two 30-inch doors, it would outswing. I might be able to pull it off And then you'd have complete access to this space without having this sort of pocket that's actually going to be a wall. So I'm going to look at this and see if I can figure out how to get this framed up so that they can potentially sheet this, mud it and tape it tomorrow. They may not be happy, but now's the time to do it if I'm going to do it. So I think I'm only just going to have to, shorten this up a little bit. And I've got 3 or 4 2x4s left, so I'm going to see if I can bang this out. And first of all, I'm going to measure and make sure all that is actually going to work. But this wall has a bed coming out of it. Coming off that wall is no problem. There's no obstructions. But if this wall has a bed, one of the reasons I designed this way was you'd have your window spacing enough for a queen size bed. You'd have a nightstand on each side of the bed. You got an outlet for each nightstand. It's all cool. You can put your bed here, you can put your bed there, you can put your bed up against the wall, you can put your bed over there, whatever. But if you put your bed here, and you have a 30-inch door, it's going to swing, and that's where it's going to land. Pretty much right on that line, pretty much right here, which isn't terrible. So basically, if you got an 18-inch nightstand, you still got 4 inches. Now, queen size bed is about 5'6" if you have a nice foot comforter on it. 2.9. Yeah, so that gives me 6 inches of clearance if I have a 30-inch door between the edge of the door and where a bed would sit if it were centered between those 2 windows. It's doable. So that means I need a 62-inch opening if I want 2 30-inch doors that open out like this. So in order to get a 62-inch opening, I need to get rid of basically 1.5 feet. So I need to put another stud, bottom plate, top plate, and have them sheetrock that. And then this becomes a double closet door that outswings rather than a pocket door. It's doable, so I'm going to do it. First I want to show you this crazy weather. We've been getting a lot of thunderstorms today. There's like 15-mile-an-hour winds outside. Check this out. Ooh-wee. But in here, seems to be pretty good. All right, this is the laundry room, rough opening, 62 for 2 30-inch doors that open. I'm going to make the other closet the same as this, just because they're easy standard door sizes, 62 by 83, rough opening. Let's go do that. 12 and 5/8. 12 and 5/8. Dang, Bob's a good framer. That's exactly. 2 12 and 5/8 plates and a stud in between. Well, one of the advantages, I guess, of being your own contractor, you can make design changes on the fly. No change orders, no upcharge. Just make it the way you want it. Now this top plate matches this top plate. I'm just going to put a little strip of rock in there, which actually will be covered with trim when it's done, so that doesn't have to be 100% super perfect, which is a good thing. All right, now we'll do this little bottom piece here, which is right here on the right side here. Shoot it, Clyde. Just to be sure. All right. Perfect. 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 $62. $62. $83. All right. So now we can do double doors. And hopefully they won't be too mad at me for asking them to add that little piece of sheetrock. Trying to run 2 vacuums off of the temporary power, a little bit too much for it, so it keeps blowing the breaker, so we had to hook up the generator so these guys could sand. I told you. Man, that was a long week. Drywall is hung, taped, mudded, 3 coats, and sanded. Guys just left. Now I got about 2 days of cleanup. There's a lot of dust here, so I'm gonna get to that.
All right, so that about wraps up all of the mudding and taping. Like I said earlier, the next step is going to be to prime the walls and then to add on some texture. We're probably going to do some sort of like plaster look. I don't know if we're going to do that ourselves yet, if we're going to sub that out. It really just depends on cost, so we're working on pricing on that. At the same time, we're working on pricing for getting the front and back porches done. The cost of lumber has gone up over 200% since last year, and that's kind of thrown a little bit of a wrench in our plans. That doubled, more than doubled the cost of what we had planned for that and budgeted for that. But we do have Jamie outside right now working on the soffit and fascia, and things are still progressing, but we'll keep you posted as to what's going on. Huge thank you to Ariat for sponsoring today's video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.